Hello friends, myself Nitin here. We are here to discuss the questions on section 140 deals with transitional credit.
Hi friends, Deepak here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Deepak, I am a trader basically. I purchase from a manufacturer.
Okay.
I have a excise duty paying invoice. My first question to you is,
Yes.
can I take credit of that excise duty?
Definitely, it will be allowed to you. The entire 12.5% will be allowed to you as credit.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
will it be allowed only for stock in trade which is there with me or all my previous purchases?
No. On the appointed date is as the 1st of July, whatever stock you have,
Okay.
only on those stock, the credit will be allowed to you.
Oh.
For which documents you have.
Okay, fine. I have excise duty credit document for some goods. For some goods, I don't have an excise duty document. Can I
Okay.
still take credit on that stock in hand?
Yes. But there are different treatments altogether now.
Okay.
For all those stocks for which you have a document, a duty paid document, the entire 12.5% credit will be allowed to you.
Great.
For those stocks for which you don't have a duty paid document, okay, and if suppose your tax rate or CGST rate is 9%,
Okay.
60% of it will be allowed to you.
Okay.
And if your CGST rate is below 9%,
Okay.
40% of that rate will be allowed to you.
Okay, beware. So 60% if the CGST rate is 9.
Yes.
And if it is below 9, then only 40%
40%.
will be allowed
So
to be as
effectively
credit.
5.4% if it's 9% and the below rate.
Being a trader, I have lot of VAT credit which is lying in my VAT returns. Can I
Okay.
carry it forward it?
Yes, that will be immediately available to you in your GST returns.
Oh, I see you telling immediately. That
Yes.
means what about the credit which we are talking about of excise duty document paid?
That will not be allowed to you immediately. So what will happen is all those stock that is in your hand,
Okay.
and those credit which is not coming in your returns. Now, say for
Okay.
example, a trader was not required to get registered on excise.
Excise.
So he was never filing his excise returns.
Okay.
But as on 1st of July, he has the stock which is on which the duty is paid. Excise duty is paid. Okay. But this credit will not be allowed to you immediately.
Okay.
This credit you have to first file in GST tranche 1.
GST tranche
1.
Okay.
I repeat again, GST tranche 1. Okay. And this credit will be allowed to you in a 6 tax period time. Okay.
Okay, so if
Not
I want
immediately.
to understand VAT which is available in my return, I can
Yes.
take the credit immediately.
Immediately.
However, excise duty and this provisional deemed credit which we are
Yes.
talking about, that will be available
In a 6 tax periods time.
6 tax period. So that means I will have to sell those goods, declare it, and only then I will get the credit.
Yes. So in a 6 tax periods time, you have to after every tax period you have to file form GST tranche 2, declaring the supplies made of
Okay.
that particular stock, and after paying CGST rate or GST rate on those goods, the credit will be allowed to you. Not immediately, but after paying tax, the credit will be allowed to you in a 6 tax periods time.
Okay. So mind you very clearly, deemed credit is not available as on 1st July. It will
Yes.
not be available as on 1st July. So my question to you is, if I am a trader and I have some documents of CST. CST was not allowed in the earlier law.
Earlier laws.
So will CST be allowed as credit to me?
Yes, all the taxes paid on goods and services under the existing law. So CST also gets covered there. Credit will be allowed to you.
Okay, can you help our viewers just to understand whether excise duty will be allowed as CGST or SGST and VAT?
So excise duty will be allowed to you as CGST.
Okay,
And
central tax.
Central tax. Yes, central tax. Okay. And whatever VAT is paid will be allowed to you as SGST, the state tax.
Great. That means the credits will be available as this way. Now, there was one more provision. Deepak, I purchased a big machinery. Now,
Okay.
big machinery purchased in April to June. So, I
Okay.
understand by the earlier laws that 50% of the credit is available in first year and balance 50% is available in the next
Subsequent
year.
years.
So, my question to you is 50% excise duty I have already taken as credit.
Okay.
What about the balance 50%?
The balance 50% nothing, just file form GST tranche 1. In that, give the details of all the capital goods. That credit will be allowed to you immediately
Okay.
in the GST regime.
Okay. One more question, Deepak. On 28th June, my seller has billed me. My seller has billed me with excise duty and VAT.
Okay.
I receive it after the appointed date, that is 1st July. Now,
Okay.
in this scenario, what will happen to that excise duty and VAT? Because that excise duty and VAT was under the earlier law. Now I am under the GST law. What to do about that?
No issues. Do one thing. So whatever duty you have paid, so you have duty by document basically.
Correct.
Okay. Excise.
Okay.
Straight away take this excise, electronic credit ledger.
Oh,
Okay. So one advice you can do here is all the traders who are basically getting the stocks from manufacturers, don't take the delivery on 30th of June. take the delivery on 5th of July, you
Okay.
immediately get credit. If you take on 30th of June,
Okay.
it will be deferred.
Okay.
If
So
you're
I
getting the
have to
delivery,
file
so
the
defer your
transfer.
delivery. Don't take an early stock. Defer it so that what happens is you get the goods after 30th of June.
Okay.
Okay, you're getting in July.
Hmm.
You take it immediately in your EC, in your credit ledger straight away.
Okay.
But if it is on stock on 30th of June, आपको trans 1 file करना पड़ेगा. It will be deferred for the next tax period, 6 tax periods.
Correct. Great. Deepak.
One more thing here. What about an importer, a trader importing goods and selling?
Okay.
Nowhere a manufacturer कोई नहीं है.
Okay.
Trader is alone. He's importing.
Huh.
He's paying BCD, CVD, and SAD.
Correct.
What about the CVD portion now? SAD तो refund he was getting 4% straight away.
Great.
What about the CVD 12.5% now?
What I understand is CVD under section 3(1), which is paid at 12.5%, is equal to the excise duty rate. So the
Exactly.
treatment of excise duty and CVD under section 3(1) will remain the same.
Okay.
Whether I am importing or I am purchasing from the manufacturer, if I have the duty paying document, then the credit will be available. One last question to end up, Deepak. What are the duties which are available as credit under GST on stock which is lying in hand?
Your excise duty,
Okay.
your CVD,
CVD under section 3(1),
3.1 and 3.5,
CVD under section 3(5),
your service tax,
service tax,
your VAT,
VAT, and
entry tax.
entry tax.
Yes.
And CST?
CST will also be allowed to you.
also be
Allowed
allowed
to you.
to us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
friends.